Hi, thanks so much for joining me today for Creating Your Self-Love Lifestyle Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about what it takes to stay and hold the line when you are on this journey of self-love. In my last video, I spoke about why it's absolutely essential that you cultivate courage when it comes to creating a self-love lifestyle. And today I want to talk about creating the energy of tenacity. Like, what does it take to hold that line, and why do we do it? Well, let's first address that energy of tenacity. You know, tenacity comes from commitment. We've spoken about commitment before and how essential that is for creating a self-love lifestyle. But when we go into this energy of tenacity, I want you to just close your eyes for a moment and feel what that feels like. To me, when I do this and I think about the word tenacity, it means I'm coming back over and over and over again until I finally get to where I need to be. I also have this image of glue, and it's glue that's sort of very rubbery. I don't know if you've ever used rubber cement, but it stretches and then it comes back, and it stretches and then it comes back, and it stretches some more. So from my perspective, this is exactly what you need to do. You need to cultivate that energy of tenacity like rubber cement, so that no matter how far off course you might get, bam, it's going to bring you right back on course again. You see, when we deviate from a journey of self-love, particularly after we have started that journey from a very intentional place, every time that we deviate from it, we actually experience more and more separation from self. It becomes magnified. In fact, I know I've experienced this, and I know that there are lots of others who've experienced this as well. But it becomes so uncomfortable to be out of the self-love energy, that frequency, that we need to come back as soon as possible. It becomes so uncomfortable that there are actually those who have described symptoms of flu-like symptoms, or they'll get a headache, or they'll get a stomach ache, or they feel like they're not going to be able to keep their food down. Well, what does this tell us? It tells us, number one, that once we start this journey, what we're actually doing is activating particularly the solar plexus chakra, which is all about the I am. It is where your center of power and your connection to your own power lives, generates energy, and of course absorbs energy. So this center, the solar plexus, if you're not familiar with your chakra system, and we will address that, by the way, but it's right below your breasts. It's above your belly button and below your heart. And it's that center where, if you feel like you're nervous, for instance, you might feel butterflies in that area of your stomach. If you're very anxious, you might feel it tightening up and even prevent you from eating or drinking. If you are feeling a sense of dread, where do you feel it? Very often in that very same area because you are experiencing the fear of anticipation of something that's going to be harmful to you, maybe even that you're under attack. And so our body is constantly giving back information to us about how securely connected we are to our sense of self. And so as we again progress in this journey of self-love, that center, our central sun, okay, the center of our being, the center of our will, and the center of our self-understanding and appreciation is activated and needs to be fed. You see, so many times in life, we are deflated, aren't we? We are in these experiences where we interpret that we're somehow not enough. Maybe we're not smart enough or funny enough or fast enough or whatever it is. We have this interpretation that we're not enough. And so what happens is we lose touch with the energy that is there in the solar plexus to propel us forwards. So if we are in constant contact with that energy, we have endless fuel for what it is that we want to create and what we want to experience. So this tenacity that we need to stay the course is something that requires our free will, doesn't it? So as I described that rubber cement glue, that it will bring you back over and over again, it's you who must make that decision. Because our universe is a universe of free will. What that means is that without your activation, without your will making the choices to stay that course, all the help in the world that might be there to support you actually cannot support you until you reach for it, until you choose to align with that energy that will help to clear the path for you to go forwards. We so often forget that it's our responsibility. We are the ones who are here making all the choices that create our experiences. And I know that this is hard to take sometimes, and we're so accustomed to like pointing fingers and blaming everyone for the situation that we're in. But the truth of the matter is we have made those choices. And so if it's not a choice that is serving our highest good, it must be our choice then to make the adjustments so that whatever we are doing, whatever we are experiencing, does indeed start to feed everything that we need to be safe and secure and in that energy, aligned with what is for our highest good. So this energy of tenacity, one where we are committed to coming back again and again, no matter how many times we fall astray. This is what will create an illumined path for you. Because every time you come back, that light will now precede you. So we step into this partnership with our tenacity. So there are some other things too, of course, that we need to activate in order to stay the course. And we're going to be talking about those in the days ahead. But I want you to really get acquainted with this energy of tenacity. Take a look at other times in your life where you have had the tenacity to see something through. What happened during those circumstances? Did you develop a new sense of confidence? A greater sense of self? Was the relationship that you had with yourself enhanced? I'd love to hear about it, and so would everybody here in the group. We are in this together. Every experience that we share becomes inspiration for somebody else. So before I close today, I would just like to invite you again, get acquainted with tenacity. Take a look at how you have exercised this energy at other times in your life and all the rewards and the benefits of that. And then share it here with us. So today's affirmation is, I am tenacious. I am willing to do what it takes to stay the course. I am worthy of self-love and creating all of my experiences from that energy of pure light and pure love. Okay, so much love for you. Mwah! I, of course, will be right back here again next week, and we'll talk more about what it takes to activate this self-love within you, and, of course, what all the rewards are and how it changes your life like in the blink of an eye. Alrighty. Any comments, please leave them below, and please follow and subscribe to HeartShift-TV on YouTube, where all of these videos are waiting for you to dive in deep and get as much as you can in terms of support for your journey too. Okay, I'll see you all soon. HeartShift-TV, and this is Self-Love Lifestyles waiting for you.